this weekend. You saw how they had those guys women up there posing.
They'll keep you.
I was just about to say that, yeah.
At the Hurricane Pro, like one of the just like, y'all getting tired yet? And I was just like,
really?
Like, and then when I look back at the video, and that's one of the things that my coach is like does. He's like, I'm gonna make sure that you're conditioned so when it comes to that posing, you're not shaking, you're not losing your, holding on to your legs and your arms. Like everything has to be tight.
So what was your practice like? Was it like a long second holds, or was it like you keep on going through the routine? Holds.
And
right?
I got that from gosh, I forget his name now, but I met him at the Olympia while I was working out. They call him High Top.
Hightower?
Yes. Hamlin Hightower. I'll have to find his name, but he's a pro. He was in the Olympia, great guy. And I was going through my routine, and he came over, and that's the advice he gave me. He's like, I want you to like hold for a couple of seconds before you move into the next movement. So that's how I kept working since then, for my posing practices.
Because a judge will test you, though.
Yeah, they'll have you hold that pose for a couple of seconds.
And you think you're gonna die?
Oh yeah.
You think
It's a little bit easier for me because I just got a front and back pose, but at the same time, when I'm in my posing, I don't move. I can stand right there and don't move. A lot of these guys in men's physique, they gotta move around so much. They gotta look down and make sure their abs is good. Once I'm in my pose, I'm set.
Let me tell you something about classic. Classic, we all know when you gotta hold in poses and go around doing them, you know what I'm saying? It's like, man, your legs is giving out, shaking like a stripper.
Yeah.
And you can see it because some guys don't even flex no more. You know what I'm saying? They're just up there like this, like hoping. You know what I'm saying? Hoping. And that's how they test you. At Southern, when I did Southern, I realized that. I was up there with like 5 guys, and I realized how they start falling off. You know what I'm saying? And the judges see that, and they will keep you up there, run you back through. You're like, man, I just gotta keep holding it, man. That's it, man. I'm gonna die. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna die. And you gotta get in that mental. So that's why the cardio is important.
Yeah, it's not just about coming down.
It's really.
And it's for living too as well.
Yeah.
Off season, you still need to do cardio.
Coming in here, you training all these other the muscles that you see, the superficial muscles, the show muscles, but you're not training the most important muscles.
Hard. Yeah. A lot of people say, "Oh, I don't do no cardio when I'm getting ready for a prep." Well, you're not living.
Yeah, right.
You probably eating so less, it's just sad. You probably eating 2-3 times a day, and it's barely anything. Just to get lean, that's not the proper way of living. Yes, competing in bodybuilding, absolutely, 100% is not healthy. Because you should not be at 5% body fat.
Yeah,
it's not as close to that.
Yeah, year round being that lean, it's not
safe.
No, it's not safe at all. Especially for a man. For a man, it's horrible. For women, it's the opposite when it comes to women. Their sex drive goes up, right?
For guys, the libido drops.
Everything drops. It's dead. You're a noodle. It's no joke.
It's funny that you say that because that's facts.
I'll say women, we have other hormonal problems. Right. So like that body.
I'm glad we have a woman in this.
No, seriously, it is. And I know that is not a topic that everybody would care to talk about, but like your menstruation, that is a very important cycle when it comes to your womanhood and how everything balances out. So when you
do you guys get more cranky during like the last couple weeks?
I don't feel that way.
Okay.
I don't feel cranky. I think more so like almost emotional. It's not so much like cranky. You're not angry. It's almost like you're kind of sad.
So true.
Right?
You just like,
you're kind of sad. You're like, what is this?
I had a breakdown not too long ago, so I know.
Like I remember my first show.
Oh my God.
Carb cycling, and I didn't know what was going on.
Yes.
And it was a day that I was low on carbs, and I just wanted to cry at everything.
Thank you.
A commercial came on. Somebody said,
I'm telling you. Oh my goodness.
And then I made the correlation. I was just like, oh, it's that whole carb thing.
Yes.
And
Oh
when
my
you're
God.
leaning out and your body, your body fat is dropping, like you're just touchy. You're not angry. You're just like emotional. Like everything's like, my coach is like, you didn't do that. I'm sorry.
I hear that.
And then you texting him, but I just want to hear
True story.
get together.
True story.
You're fine. You get good. I'm like, okay.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah. So for us,
story.
I mean, you need the body fat to keep, like, you know, I said, a healthy cycle, and you know, like, just to keep your mind right, because it could be a sad situation.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. For both of us.
Yeah.
Because my coach, Ben Asman is my coach. He's also Keith's coach at New Standard. He will ask you, is the libido good? And I'm like, man, that thing dead. He's like, yep, it's gonna get worse. Cause we getting lean, we gotta get leaner. That's just the price that we have to pay.
Yeah.
It comes back though. It will come back.
Yeah, tenfold.
After the show, it definitely comes back. But when you get close to that show and the leaner you get, that libido is dead, man.
So guys, you definitely have to be with someone that's understanding.
Yeah.
Right.
You don't want to be bothered sometimes.
Both ways, yeah.
That's
Okay.
good to play with.
Go to bed early.
Go to bed early. Hey, man, I don't even want to talk, man.
Sleep.
Be very sad and depressed.
Yes.
You want what, man?
Not today.
Give me about 3 more weeks. Didn't even bring that in until like the last week or last 2 weeks, because he knows that, and I told him that because before I came to him, I was prepping myself, so I've always paid attention to myself more than anything. So if I had any type of red meat, my body just instantly gets leaner. So we don't even touch that until we get close to the show. We use that as an extra tool. And last year we used that the last 2 weeks. I was eating beef. I think it was my 3rd or 4th day, something like that. And it was somewhat of carb cycling, if you want to call it. It wasn't much carbs, but it was. He laid it out the last 3 weeks. He laid it out, and he was like, "This is what we're gonna stick to, and we're not even gonna change anything." And it worked like crazy. I'm like, "You sure you don't want to change anything?" Because when I get close to the show, every week we kind of used to have to make adjustments. He's right up the street, 10 minutes away, so I used to go see him every single day. He'd be like, "Nah, stick to the plan. Your body's changing the right way. We don't need to change anything. Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it." And at the same time, every prep is different. I just started prep last week, and he even texted me, "I sent you the plan. It's completely different than what we've done before." Each prep is going to be different. It's never the same, unless you want to look the same. But at the same time, you might not even look the same. It's still not going to happen. Because your body changes.
Especially if you're being consistent with your training. If you're being consistent with your training, you're gonna grow. Your body's gonna change. You're gonna get muscle in places where you didn't have muscle before.
Right.
So I mean, it's all about consistency. That's the name of the game in this sport. Consistency. In the gym, in the kitchen, wherever. It's about consistency.
You got 24 hours in a day. You only got like an hour and a half in the gym. Whatever cardio you're doing, the rest is up to you. So you got over 20 hours up to you to do the right thing.
And it's not only about in here, because what you do in the dark will show on your body when it's time to get on that stage. So all of them hours that you spend out in the gym when people ain't looking at your body and you sneaking in them cookies or whatever Twinkies that you know you ain't supposed to have, it's gonna show when you get on stage.
And that tan and lights show everything.
Ain't
Down to the details.
Especially with women, because if you're gonna do wellness, they're gonna make you walk to the 3 steps to the back. They do that on purpose. If you notice when they walk extra slow so they don't have no jiggle movements. Any little jiggle movement, they're gonna knock you off points. That's the reason why they do that.
Okay.
So
Tight as a brick.
once you gotta do your homework. Yeah, you gotta do your homework when it comes to competing. Go to a lot of shows. The more shows you go to, the better, because you get to see more. You get to
Or even
understand
watch
it
the
more.
videos.
Yeah.
NBC Online, they put everything on their site. I like to study them, especially when I'm getting ready for a show. Like if I've never done a show before, I go to that show and I watch the physique competitors. You know, like I look at their routines, I look at that overall winner to see like, okay, what stood out about that person that made her overall. You know, and you can't copy anyone. Let's be clear. Like you cannot copy anybody's recipe. You can't do what they're doing, but just pay attention to like how they're presenting themselves, and you know, listen to what the judges are saying. That feedback from the judges. Do not miss out on the opportunity. Don't get shy about talking to them, because that is also vital.
You know what I think?
I missed out on that one.
I was going to tell you, all the shows I did, I think I just never waited to the end. I mean, I waited to the end for the trophy or whatever, but it's just like sometimes I feel like I'm so like excited to get, the door for me is to go off my head. I don't even want to ask the opinion because I think I could judge, you know what I'm saying? But I think what it is, I need to get these feedbacks because they matter a lot.
Whether you place or not, you still want that feedback. Like even after I did Team U and you know I placed in 3 categories, I came in 3rd in open, but I still asked. Like, you know, what can I do differently? You know, especially for me, like if I'm gonna want to qualify for Olympia, Masters is not it. I have to be an open. And and open, you're looking at every height, any size, and any age.
That's what
so
makes it so
let's keep in mind,
competitive.
for the sake of transparency, I'm in my 40s, you know, and I'm gonna go up against some girls who are like in their 20s. So like it's different, half my age. So you have to get that feedback, you know, to know whether you win or lose. Talk to the judges, and if you miss out on the opportunity at the venue, email them. They're happy. You send a picture, you know, that you find online, and then you give them your number, and then that person will get back to you.
That's what helped me as well, the emailing thing, because like you said, sometimes you know when you dieted for all of those weeks and you finally get that trophy and you know where you placed, sometimes you don't want to stay there and talk to those judges right away. You want to go,
donuts,
you know what I'm saying? You want to go grab some goodness somewhere and go off in the corner and go into a carb coma. So, you know, what you do is you get your stage picks and you email people. And that's the thing I liked about my last show in Pittsburgh, because they assigned the actual judge depending on your division was and your last name. Email the picks to the judge, and they'll give you your review in the email. So that helps, especially like I say when you want to.
Especially at the national
enjoy
level,
yourself.
then at the pro level too as well. Because I've never done that either, get feedback, but I've done that the last 2 shows I did. And thank God I don't have to get no bigger, because that's never what they said. Because me trying to get bigger is just, it's not something I want. I don't want to get huge like that. I'm already big enough. I already get looked at weird. I don't need more weird looks. So for them, my major feedback is just come in tighter, which I already know what they're talking about, because I'm very hard on myself more than anything. It's the abs. I have the waist, I have the look, but I just don't have the abs popping out. And that's what they're telling me. That's all I have to do when it comes to.
And just keep in mind, you know, to the feedback, every judge is different. Every panel is different. Sandy will probably say one thing where a male judge might tell you another. Steve might say something else. But some like big muscles, some don't. Like, so you know, it changes. So always talk with your coach about the feedback that you've received. You don't always have to go with what they say. And somehow your coach, like I know for KD, like he's like, yeah, they said this about your back, but like for him with me, Daphne, what I want to definitely maintain, yeah, we could grow you, but I need to keep that symmetry. Like let's keep it, because that we realize is important. You could come in bigger, but I mean, at least for women, it's
for
so
both.
it's
I
so
mean,
that's
being
true.
bigger is not always better.
No, it's not.
Mhm.
It's not.
You know,
It's definitely not. And at the end of the day, you can always get the judges' feedback and do all of those things and try to improve. But at the end of the day, they can only judge you off of the people that show up for that show that day. That might have been good criticism for that show, that particular show, that time and that period. But
it's not always
if different competitors come to that show the next time and they look differently, then
that's the majority they're gonna judge you.
you know, that's it. They can only judge you off the people who show for that day.
All right, guys. So I don't want to keep these guys any longer. They done shared so much important, valuable information, guys. And like I said, this is the last one. This is the last one, right? And that's it, guys. We gotta wrap this up. All right. So listen up. What is your favorite body part? I mean, what is your strong point on your body? And who's your big idol in the bodybuilding world? Okay. So answer that just in. Okay. So what's your strong body part? Yeah. What is your favorite part of your body?
I would like to say my chest.
Yeah, you got a nice chest. Got a nice big chest.
Try to do a little something.
But you actually, honestly, you need more upper chest.
Trust me.
Just me. That's just
No,
my
for real. No,
I need more upper chest.
I definitely, and I think I was telling you that the other day too. I was like, yeah, man.
Yeah, you did. You said you're gonna hit the inclines more.
So, definite. But I would say that would be one of my favorite or best body parts. What was your other question you said?
Who do you look up in?
Who do I look up to?
Like, what was one of your main favorite people?
But to be honest with you, I mean, outside of you, bro, like, you know,
Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Wow. Hey, my little brother.
So, you know, he really opened my eyes to it, to be honest with you. But I would definitely say, like, cats that's already like on the Olympia stage, I would definitely say like I like Breon. Breon pretty cool with his movements. You know, I say like to how smooth he is with his moves and things of that nature. But nah, definitely opened up my eyes to it. You know, I mimic a lot of things, I would say, from him, or gain a lot of different ideas. You know, he definitely opened up my eyesight to it. So
Hey, I'm so glad at that, bro.
hey,
What's love, bro?
For me, as most of them know, it's probably my hamstrings.
Yeah. So this guy hamstring look like a
I mean,
biceps.
no matter what I do, no matter what movement I do, is they always there. If you follow me on Instagram or
Hey, just for the record, Keith tagged me in a post. It was yesterday.
Yeah.
Of like the most popular post on his, stage or whatever it was. I'm just like, and then he sent it to me. I mean, he posted. I'm just like,
It's supposed to be a back shot.
It's a back shot. I'm just
You can't help but look at it.
Yeah, I'm like, how the hell do I compete with this, bro? I can't post nothing. So I just reposted on my page. I'm like,
No matter what I do, those things are always showing. They got a mind of their own,
Yeah.
a zip code, area code of their own. But
really
it
nice.
is what it is, And favorite bodybuilder, I'm old school as well. You know, I'm over 40 as well. So, and I've been following bodybuilding as a kid. I used to collect the Muscle and Fitness magazines, the Flex magazines, and all of that good stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm taking it back to the person who had the show this weekend, Arnold. He was one of my all-time favorites because for a taller guy, I'm over 6 foot, so he kind of like paved the way for us taller guys, and I mean, he's a several-time champ, so I mean, you can't go wrong with that. So that was the man for me. I watched all his movies. I used to have his posters up on the wall. I mean, I played football and basketball. I played sports coming up, but if I had to pick one bodybuilding idol, it would definitely be him.
Who is it?
Arnold. Okay, yeah. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah. No doubt, hands down.
Get to the chopper.
That's it.
legend.
Queen?
Arms.
Arms.
Arm queen.
Upper body's never been a problem for me.
Have you always had good arms coming up?
Yeah,
Always.
Always.
Yeah. When I first started following her on Instagram, the thing that caught my attention from the very first moment was, I'm like, man, her arms are almost as big as mine. What's going on here?
That's why I never did figure. Like the coach that recruited me, he was just like, I could put you in figure, but I have a feeling they're gonna push you out. And he's just like, let's do both. And I said, no, let's just do one. And I said, let's do physique if that's what it's gonna be. So that's what we started.
Wow.
And the arms pretty much made that determination. I'm new to bodybuilding, but I would say that one of the competitors that I adore, and I think she's so classy, is Miss Linda Murray. She is.
Yeah,
She's bodybuilding and I'm physique, but like when I look at her, for me, she's the epitome of like maintaining that muscle and in that feminine look. It was just something, and to this day, very, very classy about her. And that's what I would like to basically embody is both. Because when you think about women in bodybuilding and lifting, like people seem like you're gonna always look manly, like, you know, there's nothing feminine. Even when you try to look feminine, you don't. But she's always been able to maintain both.
Do you always get looked at when you go in the supermarket, Walmarts, and all that?
I do.
Yeah,
I
do.
I do.
God,
And surprisingly, it's mostly women who approach me and want to know what my secret is and like, you know, that type of thing. And I tell people I intentionally wear sleeveless, you know, shirts so they don't mess with my kids.
It's funny she said that because I go into my baby girl's school with my stringer on. Like, yo, she's not the one.
The same thing.
Wow. I'm like, this girl right here, she's not the one. Yeah, homeboy, I'm seeing you.
Yeah, from the teachers to the principal to the students, there's a certain level of respect that's hers. So yeah.
Oh, we gotta take care of the baby. Yeah, she's good. That's what you call a baby over there.
So for me, it's my back, my strongest point, but my favorite muscle group to work out is actually legs, because that's the first thing I ever did when I first started training.
Bro, you know how rare that is to hear you say that?
But as me getting into the bodybuilding world, I started to grow to hate legs because, for one, I know I don't need them, but I still love to train them regardless, no matter what. I used to hit legs 3 times a week, hard, like heavy and hard every single week. But now back is definitely my strongest point. I didn't work out my back until I started competing. Which is crazy for me because as a football player, you don't really need it. The only thing you needed was shoulders, chest, and legs.
That's it.
And be fast. That's it, and aggressive. But you didn't need your back, so I never worked out my back until 2014 when I first started competing. But I was hitting back like hard. I never did deadlifts before. I was deadlifting over 500 pounds. Every single time I did deadlifts, I was rowing the army. Only thing I really lack in when it comes to my back movement is my pull downs, because my arms are so short and my lats stretch out not so far. So for me to go all the way up, it's hard for me. So that's why I tell you guys to try to keep that tension right here on your lat and pull down with your elbow. Have your hip lined up with your elbows so you can pull down with your lats. But for me, an idol in the bodybuilding world, that's kind of hard because I've been looking at bodybuilding for years too as well. Right now, I would say right now in the present.
Man, it can be from old school to now, man.
I'm going to have a new one and I'm going to have an old one. The old one is definitely Ronnie Coleman because the way watching that man train is
it's impressive.
Yeah.
It's just, you want to go in the gym and just not lift the way he does, but you want to go in the gym and actually work out.
But what a lot of people don't know about Ronnie Coleman is that his conditioning was sick too.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Like, to be that weight and that size.
Yeah.
His striations had striations.
Yeah.
That back. Oh my God.
That
Talk
was
about
ridiculous.
it. Yeah.
So I would say Ronnie Coleman back then and right now, actually, is the big bad wolf, Andre Ferguson.
Oh, that was a beast. Yeah, he a beast.
One, I don't really like his attitude, but he's changing that recently.
Yeah.
But his shape,
it's crazy.
it's crazy. Nobody looks like that in physique. Nobody has abs looking like that. Nobody's complete from shoulder down to waist like that. He's completely even when it comes to his symmetry. And that's crazy. That's unheard of. So those are my two.
No, that's hands down dope. Yep. All right, guys. So it's been great. It's been dope. We're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna been sitting for an hour. You know, we wanna eat. And we're gonna get out of here, guys. Guys, thank you. The workout was great. We're definitely, if you guys want to see more videos like this, please comment down below. And I'm gonna let everybody shout their Instagram one more time. Go ahead.
Instagram is ambitiouslymario_the Iron Reaper.
The 305 Fireman. I forgot this IFBB Pro on the end of that as well. I just got my pro card, so I forget sometimes. But the 305 Fireman _IFBB Pro. Yeah.
IFBB _pro_D Evolution 04.
Check them out, guys.
Not me, because I ain't got no social media.
Yeah, that's why I didn't say nothing, you know what I'm saying? But guys, we're here getting it done. And like I said, guys, thank you guys. And the workout was great and phenomenal. Until next time, stay up, stay strong, stay positive. Until next time. Peace.